Good evening, fellow media consumers. The greatest threat to our sense of community right now is a lack of shared media. The downfall of pop culture is the downfall of community. Now, why is shared media so important? Pop culture is a unifying touch point among people. Just take a look at a few of these examples. I don't even have to label these. As a millennial, I can reasonably count on anybody my age to be familiar enough with any of these pieces of media that we can have a whole conversation about it. I don't have to know anything about this person. A complete stranger is going to know enough about these to have a conversation. That is the power of pop culture. But pop culture is being stripped of its unifying power. These three ways. 1, there's too many streaming services. 2, there's too much media being made. And 3, it's impossible to share it. That sense of community has been stolen from us. We have been broken apart and fractured into factions based on what streaming services we have access to. So to have a conversation with a stranger, I first have to have a whole conversation to figure out what platform do they come from. Oh, have you got Paramount Plus? Prime Video? Are you a Hufflepuff? I don't know. There's too many. There's no way. And then even once I find out what it is that they watch things on, that still doesn't get us anywhere because there's too much stuff on each of these things. Here it is. Just too much media in general. 20 years ago, I went and saw a Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace, and anyone with just a trifling interest in Star Wars could have a conversation with me about that movie. And I bet that even to this day, you know the name of this guy. He was basically like a side character in that movie, but you know his name. That's pop culture. But I watched a Star Wars show last year, and I bet none of you can tell me the name of any character in that entire show. I dare you. Who is that? You don't know. Nobody knows. Even die-hard Star Wars fans that I talk to can't talk to me about this show because they didn't watch this one. Because you know how many other Star Wars shows came out that year? Just Star Wars shows in 1 year. These are all Star Wars things. And that's not even all the things that Disney Plus made, or all the things on any of the other streaming services, or all of the things in all media for that year. It's too much. It's ridiculous. And the third problem is that it's not shareable. Now, Chandler has elite taste in music, and he's been able to share that music with me so easily. He goes in, makes a playlist, sends the link, boom, shared experience, friendship strengthened, easy. That's exactly what we want. That's what we need. That's the point of the shared media. But if I want to share my elite taste in movies, it's an unbearable burden. Conversation goes something like this. Hey, you should watch The Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, okay, where can I watch it? I don't know. So what I'm asking is for somebody to type it in and search it up and find the platform that it's on and then pay to rent it and then commit to watching it within the time frame of the rental. It's ridiculous. Nobody is going to do that. They're having to do 4 whole steps and 2-factor authentication just to watch a movie. Behold, my graph. This is how many steps that something takes versus how likely someone is to do it. Each consecutive step results in fewer people willing to complete it. No one's going to do that. I know because I wouldn't do that. It would have lost me at step 1. Type in Count of Monte Cristo? Spell Monte Cristo? No, I don't think so. Also, all these numbers are made up. I did zero research. Of course, I picked these numbers because they're prime numbers. Moving on. It is especially difficult to recommend older media. When Chandler wants to share a song from the 90s, and if it's a song recommendation from Chandler, you know that it's going to be a song from the 90s. And I hear your objections. I mean no offense. Let me refer you to my next slide. Yes. But when he wants to share a song, it's right there at his fingertips. But if I tell someone to watch Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, you've got to watch this movie. Or Gattaca. Yeah, it's increasingly difficult to find. So, what do we do about it? Pop culture is a crucial way that we connect and communicate, and we're losing it. We must fight back. And here is a solution. We all ditch the streaming services and make our own pirated platform with everything on it. So, what would this look like? Cons. This will hurt the studios. But I say, who cares? Hollywood has always had too much power and too much money. They need to be toppled anyway. So let's move that to the pros. Here we go. Pro, it will hurt the studio. They'll make less money. They'll make less media, which solves one of the problems that we have. They make too much media. All right. On this service, we will have all consolidated media, so it'll be easy to find anything that you want, and there will be no artificial borders between us anymore. We will be free to be together in any fandom that we wish. We'll be able to send recommendations to our friends with just clickable links. Oh, just like we have for music. We can make watch lists, just like song playlists. And then the top 3 shows will get to be canonized as pop culture for that year. And then pop culture will become relevant again. We'll be able to converse with strangers. The generational divides will be healed, and faith in humanity will be restored. And then all the other shows get to be just a niche thing for you and your friends. Like when I finally convinced Chandler to watch Taskmaster. The new season just started. Which leads me to the main point of this entire presentation, which is you should all watch Taskmaster. All the seasons are for free, streaming on YouTube right now. You will be sent a link to it because it's so easy to send a link. This is how easy it should be to share all of media. And if you watch it, then we will have a shared piece of media between us. We will be a community, and we will be united as people.